Hello, everybody. Finally. How is everybody? Let's see. Also, I think the chat is a little lower than it should be. Maybe this is not enough messages yet? Ah, probably that. There we go. That should fix it. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Get that up and running. How is everybody? To Rebooted Crew. Thursday, May 25th was Mike Myers as well as Ian McKellen's birthday. Just thought I'd start off by saying I celebrated it. Okay. How's the audio, by the way? Is the music too loud? Is my voice too soft? What's like? Make sure to let me know if something sounds weird. Music too loud. Okay. See if I can turn it down there.
Are you able to hear me as well, guys?
There we go. I turned it down. Smash up mashups. You don't have to type "to rebooted crew" every time. It's okay. We can see the chat. Need to ask somebody something. Y'all should make a podcast. Oh, yeah, no, Jack, now you're doing it. To rebooted crew. You getting the Jenny Miku? I'm probably gonna get it. Probably. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cough.
Hello.
Hello, who are you? Stranger?
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've done this. This is the romantic reunion. It's me, Nick. I missed
Wait,
you.
I forgot the name of the quartet, but the da 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 da.
Yeah. Welcome to the Rebooted live stream. I'm gonna put a thing in the Fanbase announcements for this. Actually, I might
We
as
have got
well.
we have got to stop doing these impromptu ones, and we should probably like plan one out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, whatever. It's...
All right.
Hopefully, the people start pouring in now that the elite Jack Hubert is in this conversation. Let me see. Because that's the kind of pull I have.
Surprise guest star.
No. Oh yeah.
I'm about to load up this animation here. I'm getting it prepped. I'm gonna hide a few things about it, and I want to focus on a different aspect of the cleanup. Because this is something. You're about to see something that even you don't know about this.
Yeah.
It kind of took a life of its own, and it's becoming something. You'll see.
Oh, did it?
Here.
Looking forward to this
I gotta redo the cleanup because while the animation is great, I'm not happy with the cleanup right now. So.
Okay.
But I'm working on fixing that right now, or just trying to get it done within the next couple days. What am I trying to do? Save that so it doesn't crash on me. OBS. Show. Clickety click you. There we go. Now the stream is seeing it. Now I can go on Discord and go stream screen. This one, got it. There.
All right.
Okay, so I've been focusing on the other part of this animation, which I currently have hidden, but I can use this opportunity in the stream to focus on the first part, which is Jenny going.
Oh my god.
Hello?
What the hell?
This was done
Wow.
by Atomic. I'm currently doing a retake animation with it, not replacing their animation, but just redoing the cleanup. Because I feel like I can improve upon the cleanup while the animation is still awesome, you know?
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah.
I'm gonna poke this on Twitter too.
I made an iceberg thumbnail. Are you planning on doing one for Teenage Robot? An iceberg thumbnail? What is it? What do you mean?
Yeah, so basically Nicole there did up a mock Fanbase thumbnail where they did up like all these little icebergy things. I think that the intention wasn't for us to use it, but it's just like a mock-up of something they might have wanted to see on the Fanbase channel.
Hold on.
Um,
You mean like one of those like iceberg memes where like it goes like
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun fan base video. You can just start.
I'll tell you one that you probably saw. Chances are you saw this because you're like a dinosaur person. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think Try the Explainer did a archaeology iceberg. That video is incredible. I love that video.
But you could do like the top layer is just like Google XJ9, but then you get to the bottom layer and it's like the canceled season 4 XJ10. It's like
oh yeah, like canceled episodes.
Yeah,
it's something that I probably could do, but I kind of I'm at the point now where I'm kind of afraid of repeating myself. Because there's only so much Teenage Robot information, and I feel like
an iceberg video. Even if you happen to repeat a few segments, where it's like obviously you'd probably like there's a few things that'd be repeating, like the canceled what do you call it, the skin episode, the canceled skin episode.
Yeah,
it'd probably be a few lines of repetition, but at the same time you could find all sorts of like underground stuff that's in the fan base. I think that'd be fun.
I'll tell you one that you might not know about. I only found about it when I was preparing for the Alex Kerwin interview. If you look at his like Blogspot profile, like the same one he used for the Teenage Roblog, if you look through it, there's this ancient page. It's like this, it's almost like this fan page for The Happening, like the M. Night Shyamalan movie. But he's like shitting on it. Yeah, I had no idea about that. And I asked him a question in the interview, and that's the one question that I took out because I was like, alright, so clearly it was a different person when I did this, you know? Yeah, I didn't want that to be in the, like, 2-hour, 40-minute long interview. Yeah. But oh my god, I had no idea that you guys were doing this. And well, I knew that you were doing this, but I didn't realize how far you'd gone with it.
It got elaborate. It was Jack. It was supposed to be simple, and then I made it elaborate. Ah.
Yeah, isn't that just how it is every fucking time that you guys try to do something?
I mean, I guess it's like it's another opportunity for me to talk about cleanup. I guess because like specifically with Teenage Robot now with Jenny. And how like how to do the cleanup lines on her. This is still too thick. Where's it?
Also, apologies if I'm swearing too much. I came off of like a stream on the Fanbase server where I was playing Sonic Adventure 2, and I was like potty mouth the entire time, like I was screwing up the second last boss. Oh man.
Oh wait, this isn't a meeting?
Oh no, yes, it's a live stream.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Mark.
I think that's the second or third time. That's like your catchphrase in these live streams. Is this a meeting? Oh no!
Yeah. Wow. I'm not overly familiar with animation either, like the process of actually doing it.
It's tedious as hell.
Yeah. This is the kind of thing that I like seeing in these live streams, like you guys doing animation work. And I understand the point that you're at with whatever you're doing now probably can't be shown.
But, well, I mean, I could technically show what. I mean, it's just more kitty. So yeah. I mean, but like, yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to focus on this because I wanted. This is what, a month when we've been waiting on this to be done. So like, I wanted to get this just over with.
Yeah, there's a couple things pending, but I think that's well worth the wait. I wish that I could have held off on the Miku video.
No, yeah, I understood because like we had like the pre-order was going live. We had to get that out.
Did I ever mention to you like the awesome stuff that's been going on in the background with that?
I saw. I don't know if you want to mention it publicly, but yes, I saw what was going
No,
on.
I can. They said that I can. So, I need to admit some wrongdoing on my part.
Uh-oh.
I released that video, and in the video, I kind of poo-poo on a few things. Like, yeah, I put out this email to their like marketing team, and they never got back to me. So I was like, okay, I'm not as cool as LS Mark, and then I started like talking about certain things with the U2's design that I'm not all that big on. And I'm happy that I was able to be open about that, but
well, no,
I was
mean,
lucky.
As long as it's like tongue in cheek and like, okay, I guess I'm not as
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
It's like, yeah,
It was.
I won't feel like they would be like, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you talk
so-
about Ellis Mark like that?
Yeah, so basically they sent me a reply email a few days later, like after that video came out, and they said that they intend to make more My Life as a Teenage Robot merch, like separated from Miku, and they actually asked me for some suggestions on what they can do. They mentioned that they have like this plush line, and they can make like a general U2's figure of Teenage Robot characters.
Dude,
Yeah.
Plush, the plush would sell like
Plush
hot
Jenny?
cakes. A plush, like if it's like like a tiny little like a I don't know their plushes, but I'm thinking like a little 5 or 7 inch little like plush chibi that would sell like hotcakes.
I know it would. Yeah, and that's exactly what I told them. I told them, and I'm sorry to other Teenage Robot characters, I told them if they want to do this, they should focus on just doing like general Jenny merch. They should have like a Hot Rod Jenny figure and like a regular Jenny, and if those are successful, they can look into other like poses and whatever. And I said for sure a plush would sell well. And I made sure to mention that they accidentally made the first Teenage Robot figure.
Yeah,
And that and that they have the potential to intentionally make the first official Teenage Robot plush. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm dominating this conversation. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
But,
It's you're talking about much more interesting things than what we we usually do, as we just meander around animating.
there's like randomly a lot going on in the community right now.
Oh yeah, it's all ramping up. Couple months away, 20th anniversary.
A lot of stress.
I know. It's like
I keep on feeling bad because I'm really bad for procrastination. So I've been preparing a lot of like.
Oh yeah, no, I gotta tell you. Hold on, I'll text you this because this is not a surefire thing yet, but.
Okay.
I've been working on a couple of things as well for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
What I posted in the meeting shot. This is something already announced out, but
Awesome.
Yeah. Then I'm just planning on eating a bowl of cereal on the 20th anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, are you able to say what this is? Like, I see the cover for it.
this is basically it's comic.
Okay, I see. Oh. Okay.
Hang on. I think I'm gonna send you something because this is probably gonna be.
Wow. That's awesome. If like you mentioned, it's not a surefire thing. Like, if it does become a surefire thing, then that's really exciting. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nathan, check your messages.
I like how we're having this like secret conversation. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody's
Oh,
just having.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, that's great.
Meaning,
What? That's great.
I wanna hold on. I gotta like.
Come on.
Nothing to
Come
do
on.
with Teenage Robot, but I'm gonna show it anyway because it's so funny. Ah, my tablet. Come on, work with me.
Why is chat so small today?
Was
Is it
chat so small?
On the Discord? Or
No. I mean, like chat, like on YouTube. Like it's
well,
very.
because last month it broke. I tried to fix it today, but is it still too small?
It does look quite small. Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can bump up the font a little bit.
Bump up the volume. Pump up the
I'll,
volume.
Let's see.
I'll read through that after the chat. I clicked on it and I saw my name and I was like, ooh.
25,
Mm.
and then the message is 22.
Oh, that's
Try
sweet.
that. All right. Fair warning, it might break again. I figured out what was breaking it. It originally was animated, so it was like when the when a chat log came in, it would like fade in. It would move everything up. That
Oh wait.
that
wait,
animation was breaking the entire thing, so I had to just
Oh.
snap it.
No. Never mind. Don't change a thing. I was talking about something completely different.
What?
I was talking about the YouTube like chat, like the actual like chat. It looked really small, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Oh, do you know how to get the pop-out chat?
Yeah, I just did it, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, hey."
okay, perfect.
There we go. I bumped up the text size. Now let me see.
Yeah.
And I'll quickly mention something else that people should probably keep their eyes on. John Fountain's been kind of hyping up this announcement that's going to happen on a podcast episode, Animation Conversation, I believe his podcast is called.
Yeah.
And he said his third episode, there's going to be some sort of a somewhat major Teenage Robot announcement from Rob. I'm not sure what it is.
Ominous.
Yeah. At first, I thought that he was talking about the U2's thing, but I realized, like, okay, Rob doesn't seem to know about this. Like, when it got announced, Rob was like, what the hell?
Hey.
What I was hoping for was some sort of a new DVD or even possibly, like, a Blu-ray release of the show with, like, commentary. And that's how Rob would get wrapped up in it, you know? But I'm not sure. Like, the podcast episode with LS Mark, and LS Mark, I'm mentioning your name a lot, it's because I think about you all the time. In that podcast episode, it was almost as if he was hinting at some sort of continuation. I don't mean to draw up any kind of hype here before I know it myself. I'm just saying what I'm thinking. And the reason why I think that is because he brought it up after Mark mentioned that it's almost like a surefire thing that Teenage Robot's going to be the next thing that gets the animated movie treatment like Zim and Hey Arnold did. So I'm thinking
cool.
it might be
That'd be pretty
it might
good.
be a comic, it might be a TV show, it might be Rob drawing like a little stick figure of Jenny on the
I know.
stream. I don't know.
I don't know. Because is Rob at Nickelodeon? Like, I thought he's at Netflix, isn't he?
I think
He's
he is.
not, but he's not at Nickelodeon, I don't think. But
Well,
I don't know.
Nickelodeon and
It's
Netflix
hard to
are paired up together to do Rocco and Zim. So
I doubt that's still gonna happen because of the Paramount Plus thing.
yeah. Do.
Can you imagine that if we got an official continuation? I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know what I do.
What do we do?
What would I do?
Well, Nathan,
Well,
no time like the present to jump ship.
yeah, it's been fun. I'm gonna go animate an alligator now.
Hmm.
No, let's. Why don't we do something different though? Next time, we make a continuation of the Oblongs. Remember that show, the Oblongs?
I am.
The Oblong.
Yeah, the Oblongs with Will Ferrell and
Oh, I thought you were just trying to say a weird version of Owl House.
I mean,
Is that a real thing? The Oblongs?
Yeah, the Oblongs. You don't know what the Oblongs are?
I do not.
I'll put it in meeting chat. The whole gimmick of the Oblongs was that it was this town that was affected by nuclear waste that lives at the bottom of a valley where rich people dump their toxic stuff out for the masses. And so everybody in the cast is like genetically altered. Like there's a Siamese twins, there's a girl with a walking tumor on her head.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
I didn't know about this series.
It's pretty funny. I like it. It's also where this woman comes from that people love. Creepy Susie. Who, honestly, looking at her now, she looks literally just like you, Nathan.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, and there's too much cool shit going on in the teenage robot community right now. I feel like the closer we get to the anniversary, the harder of the time I'm gonna have to keep up with it. But I'll try my damnedest. Gotta keep on cranking out those Fanbase videos. Gotta get the word out. In that John Fountain podcast episode with LS Mark, he also mentioned one of his points of... he said that he was inspired by the Teenage Robot Fanbase Discord server to come up with like this animation idea that he's been working on. I find it really cool that he said that, and yeah, like I fully think that he's being sincere as well. Like he is meeting a lot of young aspiring animators and young aspiring artists. I'm really happy that this has grown to the point where it's having influence on the people who made the show possible too. It makes me very, very happy.
This is the tricky bit. Let's see, it's getting closer. Yeah, it's doing a... Maybe I should rethink this. Should I...
Let me read these comments real quick. To the crew from Smash Up Mashups. He doesn't want me to respond to this. So, have you guys seen these fan animations of these 3D animated videos? One of which is based on a scene from Iron Man 2008 and 2 scene recreations from Teenage Robot episodes.
Yes. I especially love the Iron Man one because great minds think alike. The entire time, every time I'm thinking of like a fight scene for Jenny or something, I'm constantly thinking of like Iron Man. You're like, if I have a question like, how would this fight actually go? I'm just like, oh, Iron Man. Okay, let me think. Okay, just because like Iron Man, not in the sense that she's using like pulsars or whatever, like the hand thing. I know that's Iron Man's signature. I don't want to do that, but I'm thinking of like when she like jets over and punches someone in the face, or like blasts up, or like and then unleashes like a bunch of like missiles or something from all her little compartments and stuff. It's like, oh, that'd be cool. But yes, I think that was very well done with the 3D animation and whatnot, with both because I know they're done by different people, aren't they?
I'm sorry, I zoned out for a moment there. They're done by different people. You mean the animations?
Yeah. Like the Iron Man
Oh,
one
yeah.
is done by one person, and then someone else did the recreations.
I know it's done by a studio. The studio starts with an N. I'm probably going to butcher this. I think it's something like Nevalness or something. I need to look this up. I need to look at the name of their studio because I feel bad if I
Already looking.
I want to talk to them too. I'd love to talk to those guys.
Nevillis
Nevillis,
Studio? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think they're mostly a commercial studio. Like they do animations for commercials and products, I guess. It's really cool though. Yeah, like I'd like to know, like, I'm kind of curious as to why they're doing this. Like, I understand it's a fan thing, but like it is a studio that gets like professional work. Maybe it's just a side thing they're doing.
Mhm.
It's doing a very good job at spreading word of mouth though, because the one they did with the paper recently is fantastic.
I have not seen this one. Oh, hey. There
Yeah,
it is.
they
As you
put
said
out
it.
a behind the scenes one there yesterday. Yeah, always keeping my eyes on that. Alright, Nicole Animations with a very important question. Does Vexus stink?
Yes.
Why would you ask that?
Yes, she does. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say she's the stinkiest of the group.
Why would you say something like that?
I think
she got
Smitus
stank
is
mouth.
the stinkiest. I think
No.
Smitus is the stinkiest.
No, Smitus is he keeps it clean, you know. Vexus, I mean, we saw the garbage episode, you know.
That's right.
She did look quite feral.
Yeah. One on paper is definitely SpongeBob on the bun buds. Yeah.
Oh, Nathan, what are you looking at?
Nathan just saw something horrible.
Yes, he did.
The sounds that you're hearing are actually tears.
Oh, is it the I have a problem?
No, I was showing the hootie thing.
Oh, the hoodie thing?
I was showing the hootie.
Show him the hoodie.
Yeah. Shout out to the Owl House.
Shout out Owl House.
Yeah, shout out to the
Yeah.
series that like completely changed my perception of how television series should be written. That's
Yeah.
good on you guys.
Y'all did it.
Shout out to the TV show that Disney didn't want to finish normally. And I feel really sad about that because it's almost like they had their canvas slashed.
Oh yeah, no,
Like
they did.
you can
Yeah, they
really feel it in the first and third episode. You can really feel it, like the time skip part.
No, you know that was like they got the word about it during the between season 2A and 2B is when they got the word of, oh, by the way, your season 3 is cut in half. And so that's why if you upon rewatch when you're watching season 2, after you cross the midway point of that season, all of a sudden there's like no more filler. There's no more filler episodes. It's just character development, plot development, character development, like because that's when they're like, oh god, right.
We gotta fix this.
Yeah, it's the best part of the show too.
It is.
Like the second half of the second season is fantastic.
All of season 2 is fantastic.
Yeah.
All of it. But yeah, Nathan, speaking of all killer, no filler, you said you watched Guardians of the Galaxy finally.
Oh, I admit, sorry. Plans changed. It's now happening tonight, not last night. So
I'm gonna strangle
there was
you.
There was a last minute change of plans. Like no, literally. I think when did it happen? Oh, it was right after we got off the call. I suddenly like looked at my phone. It's like, oh, sorry, I can't actually do tomorrow night. Let's do Sunday. I'm like, oh well, okay.
Oh my god.
But hey, I'm seeing Guardians 3 tonight, finally.
I told a coworker that I was going to go see the movie, and I swear to God they did this to me. Oh, is that the movie where major spoiler happens?
Yeah.
They did that to me. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
And then you watch the movie, and then you're like, no.
No, I'll tell you something even worse.
Hmm.
The spoiler didn't happen in the movie.
Oh,
Oh,
they were just screwing with you.
yeah, is that good? Is that better or worse? Because it's not like a completely unfeasible thing, and I'm not going to say what it is because then your mind's going to be.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I know it wouldn't be true, but like, I would say it depends on what it is, because I had that happen to me in the 6th grade when I was reading the original Harry Potter series. Some kid, I was like talking about, I'm really concerned. Like, I would said something like, I'm really concerned about like something happening in the book, and I'm also concerned about spoilers, and I'm like, I don't want to like read ahead. And then some kid, I think his name was Alex, across from me went, "Oh, don't worry. Cratchit kills Voldemort at the end of the book. You don't have to worry about that."
God.
And I'm like, "Oh, well, all right." But he lied. He was lying. He said
lied.
that. I only realized after I figured out, like, after I read the actual ending. He lied to protect me from other spoilers. And I'm like, oh, I see what you did.
I'll tell you something
I see
right
what
now.
you did there.
Yeah, this is something that probably relates to nobody in the chat and nobody in the Discord. But my heart hurts for people who are still like watching One Piece instead of reading it.
Ugh.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it anymore because it's a fucking minefield out there right now. And that's the end of that thought.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
The extent I know about One Piece is real, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
The One Piece.
That's all you need to know. That's all
Yeah.
you need to know.
Can we get much higher?
Most so
Isn't the eye
high.
was supposed to be black?
Back on the topic of spoilers, what I really appreciate are the anti-spoilers.
Like what?
That is telling you something that doesn't happen in the movie, so it lowers your expectations and it lowers your hype. I like those. So, because like,
Okay, well, what do you want for this movie, Nathan?
no, I don't know.
What do
I'm
you want
fine.
for
I'm going in blind with this one, and I'm okay with that. I'm not expecting honestly anything. So I'm like, all right.
I just want a James Gunn movie.
No, because like what's a good example? Because like what was it? Ready Player One, for instance, right? Everybody was all expecting all these different cameos and whatnot and everything like that. So there was like rumors of, this character is gonna show up. Oh, freaking Darth Vader's gonna show up. Blah 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 blah. And so but there was some couple, like, going into that movie, I received a couple of anti-spoilers in the sense of, oh no, this character doesn't show up at all. Oh, this character that you're expecting, they're like a background thing. Don't expect it to be like a whole major thing. And it's like, oh, okay. So it's like, it lowered the hype and it made me able to enjoy that movie a little bit more, you know? Granted that I'm not saying that was like one of the best, it was not like it wasn't
A great movie.
It wasn't that great a movie to begin with, but like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, it lowered the hype and I'm like, okay.
Nathan,
Tapered expectations.
If somebody told you going to Ready Player One that there was going to be a scene that was a homage to the Shining, and that they would be like using zombies as like little logs in the water, would have you believed that?
Considering it was directed by Steven Spielberg and him and Stanley Kubrick they were friends, that's the entire reason that scene exists, I would probably believe it. Like, yeah, that sounds like
Okay.
That sounds like something.
I don't know,
Steven Spielberg would do.
the zombie part would throw me off.
The zombies.
I was
There ain't no
honestly,
zombies
I'm gonna be
in
real.
Shining.
The entire reason why I went to see that movie to begin with was because
It's just see Godzilla.
in the book I knew Mechagodzilla showed up, and granted they didn't in the book it was Kiryu, which was the 2003 Mechagodzilla. In this one they just made a completely new Mechagodzilla.
It's still in the movie?
No, Mechagodzilla's in the movie. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then,
I don't remember the movie.
oddly enough, when he shows up, Mechagodzilla, Godzilla's theme plays. So it's like Mechagodzilla walking around to Godzilla's theme, which is a little weird, but it's cool to have them. They try to do, because in the book it was Kiryu versus Ultraman. But they couldn't get the rights to Ultraman because Ultraman at the time was in the middle of a huge trademark debacle. Like a bunch of studios were trying to claim copyright. And so they went, okay, well, what can we use instead? And Gundam was right there. Then they got Gundam, and they got Iron Giant, because Warner Brothers already owned Iron Giant, and that's how Iron Giant ended up in Ready Player One. And then they just reused, when they made that Space Jam 2 movie, they just reused a bunch of the assets they had already generated for
that makes sense.
Ready Player One, which is why the same King Kong model and Iron Giant model shows up in Space Jam 2. They're the exact same designs, exact same model. You can tell because in Ready Player One, it was a plot point that Iron Giant was only like half done, or like it was only like it was a work in progress. It wasn't completed yet, and you can see in Space Jam 2 that work in progress sections of his body are still there, like they're not pristine complete.
Wow.
So like,
wow. That's what we're dealing with now. That's what we're dealing with in Hollywood. Yeah, but I hope that you enjoy Guardians 3. I watched it. I really enjoyed that movie.
I really loved it.
I'm expecting to have my heart broken because I think out of the entire Guardians cast, Rocket Raccoon is my favorite, and I know this one. I know this one is like centered on him, so I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Although the only one I'm concerned, I've been told that it's been handled fine by the people who've already seen it by me. I'm concerned about how they handle Gamora because I have a feeling that James Gunn did not have Infinity War in mind, or like wasn't told about it, you know.
Nathan.
Oh boy, what?
Be careful what you say.
I'm gonna tell you.
No spoilers.
I love what they did with her in the movie.
Okay, good. You're the second person who told me that they handled her fine. So.
Yeah.
They handled her pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty well.
Pretty good.
Compared to.
I've got a. Oh, sorry. I've got a friend who's really sensitive to movie spoilers, so I'm very, very careful about what I say about movies. Like all that I'm saying is I like it, and that's where it ends.
I have like, with me for movie spoilers, it's like there's a couple movies where I don't give a shit, and there's ones that I do, and it's like that. And then there's ones that I do give a shit about, and I'm frustrated by how much the studio is spoiling it for us. Like, I don't know, little film that's coming up called Across the Spider-Verse. God damn it, stop showing things in the trailers, please.
Yeah.
We're a week away. I don't need to see any more clips.
Dude, the way they showed way they showed that new Zelda game, I think is kind of incredible. Like there are giant mechanics in that game that just weren't in any promotional material at all. So like, that seems to be what the game is centering on, and they just didn't promote it like that at all. Like they knew that people would play it just because it's Zelda.
Yes,
that was
exactly.
this wonderful surprise.
I wish film companies would realize that more. When you have an IP as big as Spider-Man, right? People are gonna see it anyway. It's Spider-Man, right? Nobody, like, you don't have to advertise it and give all these plot spoilers away. People are gonna go see it because the title of the movie is Spider-Man. It's gonna be fine. Same, like, so like that's what makes I'm frustrated sometimes with some of these like spoilers or whatnot. Like, you don't have to give the movie away. People are gonna go see it.
I know.
It's fine. Have faith in the thing you're making.
Speaking of movies, there was a very important question that just came in the chat.
Especially Spider-Verse, freaking Spider-Verse, how well the first movie did. Oh my god, this is gonna be a slam dunk, you know?
How much money did that first one make?
Which Spider-Verse one?
Well, I
think it was about like 400.
400 million.
Yeah,
wow.
But like that's like okay for like a 3D animated movie. But I'm talking about like because afterward, like it got it had a successful run. When it was in theaters, but then afterward, word of mouth spread about how amazing
the impact of it.
The impact of it, how amazing it was. It won an Oscar, and it's like it surprised everyone when it did. Like dude, this upcoming movie is gonna be huge.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Spider-Verse is it led to Puss in Boots 2.
Exactly, and it's
Yeah,
spawned. There's gonna be when back when I was in college, we had to take an history of animation class where we like went through all like the eras of animation and everything like that, like the Upa era, the Disney strike era. That was an interesting
The best
one.
era.
Yeah. We went out through all these different eras and stuff. I swear to God, there's gonna be a new chapter in the next decade where it's gonna be the Spider-Verse, like when it dropped,
Post Spider-Verse,
post Spider-Verse of what it influenced and what it spawned and whatnot. And there's gonna be what Puss in Boots is gonna be in there, Intergalactic, that one Netflix movie that's an
Intergalactic was really good.
Intergalactic was awesome. I want more movies and TV shows of animated content where it's not like these grandiose epics or granted I like those, but I would love it if it's just like Intergalactic. It's just a dude and a girl and they fall in love. That's the movie. Like there's no alien invaders or there's no big action sequences or anything like that. It's just animated movie about these two people who are just like, and they're humans. It's not like they're like it's not anthropomorphic or anything like that. Animals are weird. The Pixar method of what if emotions had emotions, like
Hey,
we
don't diss Inside Out.
No, I'm not. I don't mean to
Pixar.
dunk on that. I don't mean to dunk because like Inside Out was a great movie. Don't get me wrong.
Agreed.
No. I'm just talking
like,
about
what?
like how it's like Intergalactic was just people, just humans, just doing their thing, and it's like that's the movie, and I want more of that in animated movies, and I want less of that in live action movies. I want live action to get crazier and more artful and more colorful and more like crazy.
Speed Racer.
More stylized, and I want animated movies to be more now to like tackle adult stories and subjects and whatnot, and like all that jazz. But that's my spiel.
Yeah.
Sorry for ranting.
No, it's all
No,
good.
it was excellent.
I agree with your Pixar take, by the way. I feel like something must have shifted where they like the idea of Ratatouille as an example is absurd, right? Like there's just going off the concept, there's no way that movie's going to be good, right? And it's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Yeah, that's right.
Now, I heard that wasn't that one like saved by Brad Bird? Like
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because it was like in shambles when he came on, and he was like, "Okay, guys, this is what you got to do," and then he fixed it.
Notorious asshole, Brad Bird. Rip.
Is he?
He backed John Lasseter
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
actively.
I try not to look into that too much. Like there's a huge list of people who backed Polanski back in the day. A lot of them are like huge talent. Like, am I going to stop watching Scorsese movies because he made this stupid ass decision? No, I'm still gonna watch Killers of the Flower Moon.
Isn't okay? So is it about Roosevelt? Who's it about?
I have no idea. I'm going in blind on this one. No, that's based on a book.
What's the jump button in this? Because I've been starting Tears of what is it, the new Zelda game, and I'm like, look at this. It looks pretty good.
Actually, my sister is playing it. I didn't really get into Breath of the Wild all that much, so I'm letting her have the fun for now.
Yeah, no, I didn't really care for Breath of the Wild, but so far this has been a lot better.
Yeah, I've been seeing it, and new Donkey video just came out yesterday. It looks like a lot of fun.
It is quite fun.
If Donkey makes more than one video about a video game, it means that's a classic.
A certified hood classic.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, but as far as the future of animation goes, I sincerely hope that it is not an AI.
Oh God, no.
And
yeah,
we don't need to have this conversation. Last time I was here, we had this terrible conversation about AI, and I'm kind of afraid that's what's going to be next.
Oh no, yeah, AI is fucking the death of art.
Yeah.
Don't.
Did you
Wait, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, what were you gonna say?
No, like literally talking about the death of art. I recently just saw, like literally right now on my Twitter feed, a post about how AI basically recreated one of the close-ups from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, like the super extreme close-ups, and has just like built the world around it. And then it's just like, well, what a way to take away everything that they were trying to do with that show, with that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
And I know it's probably gonna be like down the line, it'll get harder and harder to discern what was made by a computer and or the bot and what was made by human hands. But it's just like the fact that it's been those things are being processed with no passion, no meaning, no purpose, nothing. That is what these AI bros don't understand. In that, like, there's so many of them on Twitter. Have you seen where they like generate their thing? Whatever the hell it is, and then they try to fake a process video or they try and like scribble on it and try to like erase features and like, you know what I mean, and in an effort to like record that and play it backwards so it looks like they're trying to build it together. It's like it's like they're putting in all this effort to make it look like they're making artwork, and like they don't care. It's like they don't care about what actually goes into making art. They only care about the notoriety. They want the end. The I'm famous because I generated an image. You know?
It's after fooling me a few times too. I'm after like retweeting Teenage Robot art, and then somebody shoots me a message. Hey man, you just retweeted AI art, and it's like in the tags and everything too. I'm like, shit. Do I need to be more cautious about retweeting art like this, because I don't want to do that. I think that AI is really cool. I like the idea of it being used for film restoration. Like I've seen a few restoration videos.
I think there is great potential for AI as it in a sense that it can be utilized in certain programs. For instance, like you said, restoration. AI is great at that, and when it finds details in old grainy footage, hides some of the grain without deleting that detail. I've seen examples of that already, and then some of them are even being applied to cartoons. There's this one project. It was made a couple years ago, but it was used using an upscaling AI that they used on the entire Ed, Edd n Eddy series. And I'm telling you, it's unreal how good it looks, because it was like they restored the colors, they upscaled everything to 4K quality to the point where you can I'm not even joking, you can literally see the shadows of the cells.
Wow.
That's how insanely good it is. And we need more of that in AI development, because that is going to open up so many doors, not just with cartoon restorations, but just like restorations in general. It's going to be all sorts of things that you can do with that. Because I know it's like they did Ed, Edd n Eddy, but I'm thinking I'm talking about like lost media too, that people
Clone High,
right, where it's like these things don't even exist anymore. Their masters have gotten destroyed or deleted. We can use that upscaling AI to take a DVD copy or something that was made before the master got destroyed, and then almost rebuild the master. And it's like, I wish. And then on the 3D side of things, I've been saying this a couple times, I have never met a 3D artist in my life who enjoys the process of retopology. Everyone I have ever talked to who is a 3D artist hates it. The only thing, the closest I can find to somebody who would take it up as a career or something like that are the people who are like, well, yeah, it sucks doing it, but at least it's it's a zen mode. When you do it, you can kind of turn your brain off and do it. But at the same time, I've never been approached by someone or talked to someone who's like, oh yeah, I love doing retopology. It's the best. No, everyone hates it. And what is retopology? It is just taking the model that you've already sculpted and made all these pristine fine details and reconstructing the base model so it is better the vertices are better constructed and laid out, so it'll be easier to put to texturize, to generate the UV map and all that jazz, and animate with. An AI, I'm betting you could program an AI to do that. And
Definitely.
it could just be a flip of the switch. You already made the model, you sculpted it, you made it pristine and awesome and whatnot. And then you go, okay, computer, please generate retopology, and then boop, there you go.
Yeah. I really hope that that YouTube uses some of this technology too, like for better subtitle detection.
Yeah, that too. That's
Yeah.
stuff that is like makes it grants accessibility to people, and it doesn't like replace jobs of what people are like passionate about doing.
I've been hearing this pretty scary one going around now, and I think I saw it on Reddit, so I can't really say whether or not it's completely true or not. But apparently there's this audiobook company that like fired their entire voice staff, and they're planning on using AI voices for it instead. And that makes me the first thing that I thought about. Moira Quirk, who voiced Brit, I believe, in Teenage Robot. A lot of the work that she's doing now is in audiobooks. I'm kind of afraid that she might be out of a job because of this, and that's going to be the story for thousands.
I mean, granted, that's only one company, and I'm betting that right now that's frowned upon immediately. But like, yeah, it's
definitely.
Speaking as like a director in the perspective of like who has worked with voice actors and voice actresses before, AI voices suck. They're horrible. I telling you right now. I know they're funny when you use them for those shit posting videos on YouTube where it's like, we made Anakin Skywalker from the Clone Wars say the F word, or like that's like, that's okay, that's funny, I get it. However, I'm talking about in the professional sense of like, okay, now it's time to actually make a character, make them talk, emote. They're awful, absolutely awful. And part of the problem is, and I don't think that you would ever be able to fix this, is that you can't direct an AI bot. You can only tell it to do things like, or like at least the in UberDuck, for instance, that whole AI generator thing. It's you type in the phrase, you hit send, and you hope it sounds good. Cross your fingers. If it doesn't, you have to go back and like text to speech. Like text to speech. It's like it doesn't, like sometimes it doesn't say, I don't, like say you want it to say Instagram. Sometimes it says Instagram. Like, well, okay, well I have to go back and
that's awesome. Love it.
Respell Instagram so it can like read it better or something, you know? That's one of a major issue. Granted, that could probably be worked out with kinks down the line, but the biggest one is that you can't direct it to say, like, you can't. Granted, I'm gonna give you an example that's like an awful screen direction. If you're ever directing somebody, this is awful advice, awful direction. Don't never say, please be angrier. That's. But in the context of an AI bot, okay? In the context of an AI bot, if I need the AI bot to give me more anger in the performance, I can't ask them to do that because they're a robot. They don't.
You should do the role playing thing where it's like you have asterisks, you know, angrily.
No, yeah. If we were talking about like a human, if we were talking about like a voice actor or actor, I would probably say something like, we need to figure out a way to make you more angry in the scene. What makes you angry? How can your character be more pissed off for us? And then
this is an example of that.
We'd workshop that and we'd figure something out and all that.
Yeah, it's a complicated thing, and it did just turn into another AI conversation, and I apologize for that. It always does, right?
Yeah,
because it's such a relevant
pressing topic right now. It's a pressing topic.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I should probably change the title to this stream. Rebooted Livestream number 77. Surprise guest star.
Oh wow. I'm gonna be in the title. I'm gonna be in the title of a rebooted video. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes,
Surprise
you
guest
honor
star
me.
Jack from Fanbase.
Surprise guest star Pikachu. Pikachu,
No.
everybody.
I'm not the guest star.
Yeah, but you're surprising.
Yeah, I surprise everyone. I wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to exist in this world, apparently.
Oh yeah, the enchanting Pikachu wasn't supposed to exist.
Where's
Yes,
where's
my
the Powerpuff Girls? It's okay, Professor. I was an accident too.
Oh my god.
Literally the story of my life.
Voice actors are fun to work with, though, all in all, which is kind of like the big thing that I.
And by using an AI bot, you also don't you completely some things when you're directing people, and this applies to both voice acting and live action. Some things are discovered in the moment, where you go in as a plan as a director, but then something happens on set or in the recording booth, or something goes wrong where you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's way better. And it's only because people are working with you, and you're shooting off ideas with one another, and you're expanding upon the ideas you already had. You can't do that with an AI bot. The AI bot is just gonna do what it's told, and that's it. It's gonna have no objections. It's gonna have no ideas on its own. The only mistakes it's gonna make are mistakes in its own little programming, and it's just it's not the same.
Dude, what was it? Oh, my bad. You go first.
Oh no, I was about to change the topic completely, so you go first.
Okay. What is it, Nathan? Like the last time I did a voice session with Kayla, right? We spent like an hour on like 3 lines because it just wasn't coming out right, and so then we ended up having to basically improv a whole new like fucking thing to make it fit better, and it was painful. Like I was like, okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. After 30 minutes of that, I was like, okay, this isn't working. And she was like, yeah, this ain't working either. And I was like, okay, so how are we?
Okay, SpongeBob.
It was like a Kubrick moment, except I was hating every second of it. I was like, oh god.
Well,
I think the
I'll be
people
real,
involved in
I'm
the
fairly
Kubrick
certain-
moments did it too.
I'm betting Kubrick hated every second of it too until he got the tweet he wanted.
Yeah, I don't think Shelley Duvall was having a very good time either.
Oh yeah,
Oh
no.
my
As
God.
soon as we had finished, it was just like we erupted in cheers. We were like, yeah, yes, we did it. We got the take.
Oh man.
but
Real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead, sir.
Oh yeah, once again, I was about to change the
Oh
conversation.
yeah, fine. I was just
But-
gonna expand upon that, like just another example of what, like, you don't, when you get a great take, when on set or in the recording booth, you can't celebrate that with an AI bot. You can only do that with humans. Like, wow, awesome, that was amazing, but like, and then you like,
You did it.
Anyway, that's yeah. We can change the subject now. Jack, what have you been?
Yeah. Just real quick there. You mentioned Powerpuff Girls about 5 hours ago there, and it had me thinking. Back when I was growing up, I grew up in Canada, right, in like a rural part, and I didn't have access to the Cartoon Network equivalent called Teletoon. Back when Powerpuff Girls was airing. So to this day, I've never seen an episode of Powerpuff Girls, and I've never seen an episode of Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Oh wow.
I've never seen an episode of either,
Well,
that
is it on Max or the HBO?
They're definitely on Max.
HBO Max. Yeah,
No, they're on Max. They're on Max, Nathan.
That's such a dumb name change. God damn it.
Yeah.
It's Max now.
is it true they made you install a new app for it?
Yep.
Stupid. That's really stupid.
That's actually the dumbest thing I shouldn't say the dumbest thing, but one of the dumbest things
close.
I've heard.
They made us do it for Minecraft on the Switch too. I don't really know why.
Yeah. What
but anyways,
like Java edition or something.
no, it wasn't Java Edition. There was like a version made just for the Nintendo Switch, and then they released their cross-platform version, which is the same between iOS, PC, and all the consoles.
Why didn't they just do that first? What was preventing them from just doing that one first?
I don't know. I can understand that, but I don't understand why they didn't just like turn the Nintendo Switch one into this whatever.
That too.
Anyways, the reason why I brought up the Powerpuff Girls thing, and I'm gonna pose this to the chat too, in case you guys have one. What is something that is incredibly popular that you haven't seen. Like, mostly cartoons. I'm
Well,
trying to
I got a
focus
live
on.
action example for you.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Lord of the Rings, all 3 movies. Never seen them.
Took me a long time to see them too, but they're fantastic. They're really, really good. Like, I didn't see it until I was like 19, and I'm 22 now. Yeah, took me a while. How about you, Nico?
I've seen Lord of the Rings. Finally,
No, yeah, but like, what's something that's popular that everyone's seen but you, essentially?
God, I really don't know.
You ever seen Mr. Pickles? That's pretty popular.
Oh God.
No,
Don't.
no, and I probably
No.
never will.
Don't.
I brought this up
No.
yesterday. It's okay. I just wanted to see what reaction that would get.
I completely regret not watching My Little Pony Friendship is Magic when it was still popular.
MLP?
Yeah.
I
It's
remember watching that in 2010 when I was like 4 years old.
It was it
4
was
years old.
decent. It was a one of the. It was like how I got into that series was oh my God, it was clearly meant for preschoolers, obviously. Like at least the early seasons. So I guess the later seasons started to tackle a little bit more mature topics, which was cool. Because then they realized like their audience, right? But if you get past the groaner, like, oh, love was the answer the entire time, or something like that, you know, it's like the like lessons of the day. The characters were really nice and sweet, and like that was nice. And it was a very chill series where it was kind of like if I were to relate it, it was kind of like back in the day. I'm still a big Halo fan. But the other game that I played all the time was Minecraft. Like, but it was because of the opposites, where Halo was like first-person shooter. You're fighting a bunch of aliens, high energy, blowing shit up, lasers, explosions, grenades, blood, gore, not really gore, but you know, all that jazz. And then in Minecraft, you're just building a house. It's all peaceful and it's all nice, and it's like, oh, okay.
Minecraft is wonderful.
That's kind of like what I had. That's kind of like my experience with like how I got into MLP, where it's just like I was watching all these like rated R movies and like action television series and all that, and then you had My Little Pony, and the biggest problem of the day, the cake wasn't gonna be figured out in time. Oh no.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
I wasn't into.
I hijacked the
No,
conversation.
it's all
again.
good.
Go. Someone else say something now.
Let's talk about MLP for a moment. How I got into MLP, I had strep throat when I was probably 13 years old, and I was like, oh shit, I hear that the bronies are pretty cool, so I watched 2 seasons of that. That's what was out, and that was my first experience with a online community for a TV show, and like a year or 2 after I started Fanbase, so it's got a special little spot in my heart.
Origins of the Teenage Robot Fanbase, My Little Pony.
Yeah, that's right. And real quick, I'm going to go through the examples that people gave in the chat for themselves. Only Accord Boot XD said they haven't played Fortnite before.
Good on you.
Yeah, good
Fight
for
the
you.
addiction.
Yeah, it's. I haven't played it in like 4 or 5 years now. Man, I played PUBG when that first got big. That's the one that I was into. Anyways.
They had a crossover with Godzilla and Kong. PUBG Mobile.
Did they? Oh shit. How'd that work?
Honestly, I didn't play it myself, so I
You didn't play it even for Godzilla and Kong? I thought you were a
No.
Godzilla fan.
Oh yeah, no, I am. What I appreciated about the PUBG crossover, in the sense of like being a Godzilla thing, was actually, you know what? I'm not gonna get into it. It's a whole rant. And I'm not. I'll just move on.
Yeah, the design of Godzilla is remnant of the 1974
I'm not
Godzilla
even kidding.
from-
I'm not even kidding. It was about Godzilla's design in PUBG Mobile.
Aaron, I know it was, man.
So like,
I didn't
let's
need to
just
see
yeah.
it.
I don't need to get into the big whole spiel. Let's just move on.
Okay. Rojo Rum 24 said same for the Lord of the Rings. Okay, thank you. Cassie Lazzie said Harry Potter movies. I think that's a big one. Like the big daunting franchises, I think it's normal for people not to have started those, you know.
Mhm.
Because you start one Harry Potter movie, like now you got the commitment. You need to see it through all the way to the end, right?
Right.
Yeah. Nicole Animations hadn't seen Big Mouth. Good on you.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's finally ending.
I know. Although they got
Okay.
their
But
spin-offs.
I never seen it.
No,
and I
don't,
probably never
don't.
will.
Yeah, don't. It's disgusting.
I never will.
Yeah. I watched a lot of it with my ex-girlfriend, and we were just shitting out the entire time. I remember that. Those were the days. PUBG had a crossover with Evangelion. Cool. That is another very strange one.
Godzilla fans, did you see the freaking crossover they're doing now, where they get the Shin Godzilla, Ultraman, Evangelion? I never know.
Which stage? Which stage of Shin Godzilla?
Final, and then Kamen Rider. They became a Power Ranger Zorg.
Oh shit. The coolest Shin Godzilla phase, in my opinion, is the first one.
Oh, the Kamada-kun? Or the tail?
I'm not sure what the word is for it. It's like when it's just like kind of crawling all over the ground like a little baby Godzilla.
That's Kamada-kun, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's the one that I like the most out of those Godzilla movies. I've only seen 6 of them, I think.
Oh, well, I can send you some recommendations if you ever want to check out more.
I still have the big one on the list there, and I have the Criterion set.
Mm-hmm.
That goes all the way up to Terror of Mecha Godzilla, I think.
Yeah, the whole show.
So I'm gonna watch through all those.
Oh, be prepared, because the Showa series is early. I mean, you'll see some of the best movies, and then you also see some of the worst. So just buckle up.
I already saw Godzilla. No, it's King Kong versus Godzilla. That one's no good.
Well, no, that one's like that one's a satire movie. Like, I'm not.
It's hilarious.
No, yeah, it was meant to be. It's meant to be a comedy. That was when
everybody.
The director Ishiro Honda, his entire thesis going into that movie was, making fun of the advent of television and how everyone just wants big and better spectacles and everything like that. So that was his approach with making King Kong and Godzilla fight in that movie.
That's what he said after the movie came out. It sucked. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody, look up the scene where I think that's King Kong shoves a tree down Godzilla's throat.
Yeah, it's great. And then they referenced that in the recent movie too. They brought it back because it was so iconic.
Nathan, apparently you've committed tax fraud again.
What did I do?
The various editing YouTuber cartoonists said that Nathan commits tax fraud again. My God. They don't look too fondly on that in the United States. I don't know. Yeah, no, the Godzilla movies that I've seen are Godzilla Raids Again, King Kong vs. Godzilla, Godzilla 2014, the sequels to that.
That's my favorite, 2014.
Really? Your favorite one's Godzilla 2014?
Not in the sense... I mean, obviously the best Godzilla movie is the original 54. By Bart, they haven't made a better one than that. It's that's the top tier. But in terms of personal taste and how I am a very big fan of the direction of Godzilla 2014. I fully recognize that there are mistakes in the script and plot and everything like that. If you were to judge it as its own movie and it's probably be something like an 8 out of 10. There's some big mistakes that knock it down from being perfect. Probably maybe even a 7.
It was
maybe even a 7. But
is it Gareth Edwards?
Yes, Gareth Edwards. I miss his directing style so much, and I'm so glad he's coming back with a new movie coming this year. I'm gonna be opening day. I'm gonna be in those seats. I want to see his style again.
What else did he direct? I know names of people. I don't know their work. I'm one of those people.
He also directed Rogue
yes,
One.
I see.
Granted, there was a couple sequences in Rogue One that were directed by Tony Gilroy as as reshoots, but all the stuff that people remember are from Gareth Edwards. So
Darth Vader.
Yeah, the Darth Vader hallway scene. It's a myth that was directed by Tony Gilroy. No, it was specifically mentioned in the commentary of the DVD, I think, and a couple of behind the scenes interview that Gareth Edwards was the one who directed that hallway sequence with Darth Vader, and so I'm like,
The
knew it.
poster, the poster for The Creator, which is his new one there, looks awesome. I'm gonna see that
I'm
movie.
very excited for that one. Apparently, like that one is supposedly about like two people in love with each other, and by judging by the trailer, it seems to be a father-daughter kind of love. And so I'm like, ooh, interesting.
Nice. Awesome.
And it's all sci-fi, and it's like I'm excited. But yeah, I'm sorry, what we were talking about before we got into Gareth Edwards?
I think that start. The fuck did start? It started with Godzilla, but something prompted that too. Weird. Have you seen Children of Men?
I don't know, actually. I don't know if I
Watch that movie. Like you would know if you've seen it. That movie is great. By Alfonso Cuarón, who directed the third Harry Potter movie to the person who hadn't seen any of the Harry Potter movies.
I have like,
and he is a master.
There is a movie I have seen that they have similar titles, and there's a film I haven't. I have seen. Is Children of Men the one where everybody like loses the ability to have kids?
Yes.
Then I have not. That's the one I haven't seen. There is the one.
Watch that movie.
What's the one where it's the one? It's like the guy finds like $3 million or something in a car in the middle of nowhere, and then a bounty hunter is like trying to hunt him down. He's got like this weird nail gun.
No Country for Old Men.
That's
No
the
Country
one.
for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men. Children of Men. I get their titles mixed up all the time. And like
both movies are fantastic.
Right. I have seen No Country for Old Men, and I have not seen Children of Men. That's the two.
Oh, you haven't seen either?
No, I have seen No Country.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the other people in the chat watch both of those movies. No Country for Old Men by the Coen brothers, and Children of Men by... I guess that's men that connect these movies. By Alfonso Cuarón. Plants 10,000. Nathan, you should watch the 2002 Scooby-Doo movie before you watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I agree. I agree.
I hate... I'm not gonna lie.
You hate it?
I have a list of movies that piss me off to no end, regardless of their quality. Granted, a lot of them are bad movies, so I guess that like, hey, it usually it syncs up. Scooby-Doo is one of those. 2002 is one of those movies that just pisses me off, and like I can't.
That movie is my top 20 favorite movies of all time. I guarantee it is. I have so much fun watching that movie.
I appreciate the guy who played Shaggy. I forgot, Matthew something. I appreciate how he continued working on the character and eventually became the voice of Shaggy, like the mainstay himself. I appreciate that. I hated his performance in that movie, 2002.
Nathan, Plants just said you're cringe.
Yeah, sorry, Nathan. You're cringe.
Have I made myself cringe by announcing my distaste for the 2002 Scooby-Doo?
It's a common thing to hate on, honestly. Like I don't fault you for it at all.
I'll try and make up for it. I really like What's New Scooby-Doo and Mystery Incorporated, those two series, and I got a soft spot for Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I agree that the animation style isn't the best, but the jokes are fucking hilarious. So
yeah. I saw the first half of Mystery Incorporated, like the first season. I thought that was great. I watched some season 2, and I don't think that it stays as great. I think that kind of jumps the gun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have to rewatch it to be sure, but I still remember like I loving it all the way through until literally the last 5 minutes, and I thought
really
the last 5 minutes of the last episode I kind of despised, and the kind of like,
oh really?
Oh, it was kind of like they're at the finish line for me, and then but it was a long time ago. The last time I watched that series, so I could probably rewatch and reassess. What I remember.
It's been 6 years for me.
Yeah, I remember there being an episode that I found very enjoyable. It was one of the quote unquote filler episodes, but it was one of those episodes that they had such a fun time, and I could tell they did. Is when I think Scooby got high or something, and he started seeing all the other Hanna-Barbera characters. Like the shark thing was there.
Oh yeah.
That one, I think that one I enjoyed a lot because of just how was clear that the creators were just having so much fun with that one.
Yeah, some of the shows that I didn't really get into until like, I shouldn't say like when they were like near the end, but I guess kind of like more than halfway past the finish line through their runs. Amphibia and Owl House. I regret not getting into those shows sooner. Those shows.
Amphibia, I tried to. Amphibia, I watched the first couple episodes. I'm still not into it yet. And like, is there like an episode where it's supposed to click?
I think that's around like halfway through season 1. I don't know specifically. Personally, I think Owl House is a lot better than Amphibia.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah, but Amphibia is still really good. There are just some things about it that prevent me from liking it more than I wish I could.
Yeah.
I don't like the art style of the show. That's what
yeah,
stops me.
yeah. I will say Amphibia has the blandest art style I've ever seen from a show.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't watch it based on that because I know that would just get under my skin every time I try to watch it.
I guess Gravity Falls kind of had a similar style, but I was able to stick with that a lot more because A, nostalgia, but B, I just thought that the show was a lot funnier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel the Alex Kerwin influence in both Gravity Falls and Owl House with the style of comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Alex did some of the original design work for Owl House. I'm not sure it was used.
No, I'm so sorry. I've done this so many times in the past. I'm gonna continue to do it.
Oh no!
I meant Alex Hirsch, not Alex Kerwin.
Uh-oh.
Alex Kerwin was Teenage Robot. Alex Hirsch was Gravity Falls. And... Two Alexes.
Wow. Two Alexes, both BFF. Robin
and
Zitty.
they're both they both worked behind the scenes. It's like character designers and storyboard artists. Like
I feel you, man.
I think it didn't Alex Kerwin. I wasn't. Mighty B, was that created by? I know he was the character designer. He did all the.
He didn't create it.
Okay.
He didn't create it. He did. What did he do for Mighty B again?
Character designer easily.
I watched that entire cartoon. He did character design. I think that Brian Arnett did more than Alex did.
Okay.
But
let's see.
yeah.
It's from right.
That's here and there. I'm not the Mighty B fan base.
Someone named Eric Weiss seems to be like the major creator. Like they're created by 3 people, but Eric Weiss also directed it, was the creative director, and like this, so it's basically his baby.
It's his cartoon as far as I'm concerned. I think that one of the creators is just like the person who voices Bessie.
True. Yeah. No, you're completely right.
Yeah. I did my little deep dive on that show, like in preparation for.
Wow, Amy Poehler. That I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
She's the voice of Joy.
Yeah, she's on Parks and Rec.
And she's in Hoodwinked?
I didn't know that. Plants, I'm not making Mighty B Fanbase. Don't have the time for it. I don't want to. I will say this, though, and I've mentioned this a few times in voice chats.
They only get 1 season.
If I saw the Owl House when I was between 15 and 17 years old, and I saw it like halfway through season 1 or at the beginning of season 2, I would have made a Fanbase YouTube channel for that cartoon, guaranteed. And I think that would have 50,000 subscribers. That's. I'm not trying to stroke my own ego. I've done this twice, and it's been successful both times. So I think that.
What was the second time? What was the second one?
I had a Star Versus YouTube channel for a while there.
Rip.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah, like as soon as the 3rd season ended, I was like, I have no fucking passion for this cartoon anymore.
I don't think anybody did, including the people behind the scenes. Hey-o!
that was tragic, man. Like, the first season of Star Versus, it breaks my heart. They switched animation studios. All the personality of that cartoon, the writing as well went downhill with season 2, but the animation, like how bouncy it was, I loved it so much. Yeah.
still got.
No, they jumped the shark.
That's the one. That's another cartoon that I've been like reserved and I haven't seen yet. I know all the spoilers, by the way, so like, wouldn't be watching it for the story anymore. But like,
You might know more than I do.
I have been told that season 1 is still a bop, or like it's still a slap. Going into like season 1 is still great and fantastic. So I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where it
was a lot of fun.
Granted, Mark talked me into watching Infinity Train, and I knew that also like ended not poorly in the sense of writing and stuff, but the fact that it just got axed and canceled and like story forever unfinished.
Yeah, I am grateful to Starverses though, because that's when I like actually started doing editing myself on that YouTube channel. Like at the beginning of Fanbase, that was Kat doing the editing. So I'm glad that I got to learn how to do that, because if I didn't, then we wouldn't be where we are right now.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing where it's like that's kind of like you imply that to Rebooted, where it's like it's like I know it's been like almost 9 years at this point, but come July, but I'm also like part of me is like grateful in the fact that like I've met so many people, and like this has obviously pushed my own art style and like made me learn a lot of new techniques and stuff like that. Stuff I did not know going into it. And
yeah, no, it's turned to a real passion project for me anyways. Like I don't make like mad bank on Fanbase videos. I'm really just doing it for my own amusement now, and I know that makes people happy. For some reason, these videos make people happy, so I'm happy to be doing it.
Yes, believe it or not, people care about a show about a robot girl.
Yeah. And I also recognize that the love isn't for me. The love is for Teenage Robot, and I think that's an important thing to come to terms with as well.
I feel like most people who watch the Fanbase videos don't even know who you are.
Guaranteed they don't.
That sounds so mean.
No, it's true. It's absolutely true. And a lot of people think that I'm Andre. A lot of people think that I am. That's very, very common.
I used to think that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I'm cool with it, right? Because Fanbase isn't just me. Like I say this all the time, and I really do mean it. I try my best to get that information out there, that I'm not the only person making these videos, but it's challenging sometimes. Yeah.
Why did they
Cool
cancel
animations.
My Life to Teenage Robot, though? The tragic moment when you realize that Breadwinners had more episodes than Teenage Robot.
tragic.
It had one more episode than Teenage Robot had.
I think back to the Rebel Taxi video on Teenage Robot a lot, where he mentions that there's actually a lot of episodes of Teenage Robot, and like going through it now and doing these retrospective videos, like I really feel it now. It took me like so long. I'm really feeling it now.
Isn't
Yeah.
it just like, aren't you just starting to get into season 2?
Yeah, I started writing
Oh,
scripts for
by the
season
way,
2.
I forgot it was either Pika or Plants. I am so jealous that one of you is drawing the thumbnail to Escape from Cluster Prime. Oh my god, I am so jealous of you.
Wait.
Let me see.
It's either Plants.
that-
It's either Plants.
I
or
don't think
Pikachu.
that's. Let me see.
I know it's not me.
Yeah, let me see. I don't think that one's claimed. Let me.
Hold on.
I mean, I wouldn't mind claiming
Yeah.
it, but
Where's the list? Where's the list?
It's still not entirely confirmed that
yeah,
that
the
we're doing
thing,
this video.
the problem with me is that I feel like I just turn it into a Jenga thumbnail at that point.
What do you
That's
think?
the only-
You act like I wouldn't?
I'm just throwing that out.
Yeah,
No,
make it
you
like
know
a
what I
parody
should
of
do?
the Star
You know what I
Wars
would do?
poster.
You know what I would do? If we were talking about like making it a joke thumbnail, I would at that point I would make an effort to go dig up the first Teenage Robot artwork I probably ever drew back in the 3rd grade. It is lost in a closet somewhere, I think.
Oh, shit.
And it was, I remember being very, very proud of it when I was in 3rd grade. I don't remember what it looks like. I just remember it was Jenny and Vega standing next to each other.
Wow.
And I would,
I don't know,
dig that up, scan that in, and I'm like, here, Jack, here's my thumbnail.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
I will
I'm sure to use this.
I will say I don't know if we're redoing this episode, but I would be more than happy to draw the thumbnail for a Christmas special episode. Again, I don't know if we're redoing that one though.
Right now, at least, we're skipping past that one. I didn't write a new script for it. We'll see what happens around Christmas time, though. Like, I can't release a video about the Christmas episode in the middle of July.
I feel like I'm the only one who thinks it's like a top 3 episode of the show. I know that's not a popular opinion, but it's okay because I'm full of unpopular opinions.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of hate towards that episode recently.
Yeah.
I think that it's possible that my take on a really old Fanbase video might be partially controlling that narrative too.
I'm sorry, what narrative?
Know.
The what one?
That people don't like the Christmas episode.
Well, I honestly,
know.
I think I'm a little bit of a contributor to that too, because that's also one of my least favorite episodes, and I talked about that way back on when the forums were a thing, and that, like, I think that post still exists. But yeah, I feel kind of guilty about that too, because it's not like, I just don't like it because of, like, the plot, where it's like not even in the internal plot of the episode, though. I don't really like how the characters kind of like abandon Jenny, but I don't like how it, like, it's an entire year of, like, if you were to try to work that in the actual, like, canon, or like the canon of the show, there's an entire year where Jenny's just gone. Like, that's what, like, what rattles my brain.
Yeah, and to anyone who's about to say that the Christmas special isn't canon, Rob Renzetti literally...
That is something. I think I might have done that.
Personally, I like to, like, that's another thing that I've said before as well. Personally, I like to consider the Christmas special non-canon. That's a me thing. That's a me thing. Because if you just boink, just ignore that episode as in the overall canon, all of a sudden it kind of, it's like it connects a little bit better about how, like,
the only reason why I can agree with that is because we work on Rebooted and because we're having, like, an actual timeline now, we have to find a way to work around that.
So I'm like, it's just a fun holiday special. It's okay. It's just it's its own little bubble. You know,
it's an interesting.
I also don't want to have to explain Santa Claus, please.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Why was he green in the battle against Jenny?
Now, I think that the non-canon thing might be my blame. I think I saw somebody back in the day say that was back on the fan base.
It was probably me.
It could have been you. It could have been you. You might have got that in a fan base script, and that might be a popular myth that's being spread around the community now.
So basically, what you're saying is we should blame Nathan for everything.
And
I mean,
then
honestly, at this point, probably.
Yeah, first time.
Oh, by the way, I looked up the list. It turns out I was jelly about 2 episodes, and one was Escape from Cluster Prime. That was unwarranted because you're right, nobody has signed up for it. So let me just write my name in there, please.
If we do it, I'm down, man. I'm down.
But the other one was that I was jelly about was Around the World in 80 Pieces. Pikachu, that is definitely you. I'm looking at you right now. That's because Godzilla shows up in that episode, and I'm like, that's the one.
I had a god tier idea for a thumbnail though. And the only reason why is because I'm so much of a fucking Mario fan. Like,
I'll tell you.
Yeah. If I wasn't a Mario fan, I would not have claimed that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so the one, and I think that you know what I'm about to say, the episode that's going to get the most views out of any retrospective already has its thumbnail done. It's a thumbnail by a Newbuoyant. And that episode is... Last Action Zero.
Last Action. Oh no. Oh, I need.
I need to look up.
What's the thumbnail? Hold on.
What? I have a proposition. When you decide to rank like the season 2 episodes, do not mention the parody at all. just say we didn't forget about it. We just don't care.
What? I'm looking all over the one Discord
Yeah,
server.
give me a
Where's
sec.
the thumbnail? I need to see it.
Give me a sec, I'll get it for you.
It's actually a really good thumbnail.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So far, the only one I've claimed is is Around the World in 80 Pieces. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any of the season 1 thumbnails.
Yeah, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're nearly done season 1. I think that all of them are claimed. It took forever for us to get somebody to do Wisley. It took forever. And it was Atomic Geek that I was working on. It's still not done, I don't think, but it was looking legendary last I saw it. Let me see. I'm getting it. There you go, Nathan.
Okay. I was.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we didn't go into that, obviously.
I wouldn't have been
people...
I wouldn't have been able to control myself. I would have had to make like a passe reference to it. I would have done something, just hide something in the thumbnail.
Yeah, I gave New Boy full control, and that's what they went with, and it looks.
I would have
awesome.
made like the lava make Zone's logo or something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That would actually be hilarious, but
I know how the episode's being handled. I'm looking forward to writing that one. Like, that's gonna be a longer one. Yeah.
You should just make it like when you're writing it, when the script of that look back episode, you should just make it like there's there's a phantom in the room or something. There's like an elephant in the room where it's it's just and nothing else happened with this episode. Nothing at all.
The fucking ghost of Zone 10 is just flying all over the place. Plants 10,000, I made the trade showdown thumbnail. Yes, you did, and it looks great. Thank you very much, Plants. I'm very excited for that. And you're doing Future Shock as well. I know that the art's done for that one too, and that one looks really good.
Ooh, that's another episode where I'm I can work around it, but there's episodes that I enjoy, but in terms of plot, that they irk me a little bit. The Future Shock is one of them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because think about this. The Wakemans have a device that they can utilize to look into the future.
I've been prodding around at a theory. I've been developing a theory on Fanbase that Nora Wakeman's actually evil. And every few episodes, there's damning evidence that Nora's actually evil and manipulating Jenny to do horrible things.
There are three inventions in Teenage Robot that irk me to no end. That they've gone over. The first one, the look into the future device, which is oh my god, that's in terms of writing an episode, writing a plot, if anyone at any point gets antsy about something that's about to happen, that device is an instant why aren't they looking at it? Why aren't they looking into the future? Huh?
Yeah.
Literally the plot of Indestructible.
Right. And the next one, the de-aging machine. Oh my god. You don't know what he's done with that device.
What is Nora Wakeman's true age?
I know. It's it implies that she's been using it forever. She's been using it many of the times. So what is her age versus her sister? The fact that she has an extended family. I'm cool with the existence of Nora's family or sister or whatnot. It's okay, you've established that Nora Wakeman's been using this device. How many times has she used it? How old is she actually? How old is she in relation to her sister now? Oh my god, so many questions. They also established that thing works enough to make someone as all the way down to a baby. Just whoa. Because now what, Sheldon's Sheldon's 120 years old or something. So
yeah.
We did This Time with Feeling not too long ago, and that's one where Nora just so happens to have a pleasure and pain Like
No, that one I'm okay with. Ironically,
I don't know.
because like
why was that there?
I have a if you were to write that in like why was she making a device that was pleasure and pain? In the episode itself, she says that that was not the original intent. That she was trying to make all the sensations of what what skin feels. But then she stopped halfway through because she was like, why does a robot need to feel these sensations when they're fighting crime?
Yeah,
like,
valid
and that's
question,
and so
too.
she stopped it after she developed pleasure and pain. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna abandon this. And it's like that made sense to me. I'm like, okay, that's like okay. What doesn't, the third and final one that doesn't, like, oh my god, there's like so many plot implications. Remember when Sheldon built a time machine?
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god, what fucking episode is that?
She built, and he sold it for a couple of pennies, and Tuck now owns that time machine.
Oh my god.
Like,
That was
what the hell? This is like, and these are like, I guess spoilers or something. These are certain devices that are just, that I'm just like, you know what? Let's just ignore that device. Let's just ignore the existence. Or
Yeah.
say it broke down conveniently. Just like it broke, can't fix it. Oh well.
Yeah,
all
Tuck
three of
does-
them are used every episode rebooted.
Yeah, Tuck does seem like the type of person who'd break a time machine.
I think like
Yeah.
or like something like if I were to explain the time machine, I'd explain it like, oh yes, it can transport you through time, but it only transports you to the future. Yes, and that future can change. Okay, moving on. It's just like make it inconsequential. This is
Yo, maybe that's the explanation for the old season 4 idea where Jenny went back in time to help a teenage Nora.
Yeah, maybe like I guess.
Eh.
By the way, we're talking about like the original Teenage Robot, not rebooted.
Yeah, we ain't doing that shit anymore.
Yeah, we
That's
don't
just
have a time. Yeah, I know exactly. There's no point if Activation Day is just a flashback of what that was pretty much gonna be. So,
Yeah.
what's the point?
We're
That's
also
a
not
genius
doing
idea.
XJ10.
Yeah,
No! Oh, you gotta do XJ10.
because I don't like the
Teenage
implications.
Robot clips.
No, listen.
There's
the
no
implications,
fucking point.
The implications of XJ10 are awful, and I don't like it.
Yeah, like it's just a grown-up Jenny, bruh.
And
What
then
the
it's
fuck?
like, and it's not. It's weird. It's It would be one thing. No, I can't get into that. I can't. This is a public thing. I can't get into that explanation. But the
Yeah.
point is, I'm not a fan of the idea, or at least the original idea of what XJ10 was gonna be. Because I don't like the implications at all.
Oh, that
Yeah.
she is better socially and worse as a fighter.
Not that. No, that's fine. I'm talking about the fact that like at this point in stage, Wakeman sees Jenny as like as a daughter and
Yeah.
as like her own child. I don't like the implications of, oh, I'm just gonna go build a better child. Like,
Oh, she's done it. She's done it 9 times.
The next version of you, even like, but like XJ9 Jenny was supposed to be the one that kind of woke her up to it, like what she was doing, and then like, oh, maybe I should stop doing this.
Oh, Raiders
You know?
in the chat. Hello, Raider.
Hello, Raider.
Animator
Yes.
Raider.
Animator Raider, Animator Raider.
And yeah. I don't know. You guys have a lot to look forward to in your rebooted script writing. A lot of things that
Oh
you
no,
need to remove.
yeah, we're just doing
Yeah.
headache after headache with the writing.
Yeah. Getting Danny Phantom into the mix. That's the other thing.
Yeah, speaking of,
Yeah.
Danny Phantom getting a continuation in July.
Yes.
Comic.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Good on that.
Yeah, I don't think Butch Hartman's involved.
Yeah, that's even better.
I know, right?
Let's go.
Yeah, Butch Hartman's watching this like podcast. What the fuck? He's
I mean,
watching this
granted,
live stream right now.
Honestly, we kind of have the same structure of a podcast at this point, but you know.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. A podcast with animation stuff. Also, I'm thinking the thing that you're doing is going to be used for about a year. I think that's what's going to end up happening. That's the best way to
Should we
warrant
get it-
this
should-
existing, in my opinion.
We got about 7 minutes before I need to go. So
Okay.
should I give him a sneak peek of what the actual like this is just the
Yeah.
this is just the first
Yeah.
part where I'm doing additional
Oh my
I'm doing
God.
for those who are just joining or joined recently. This is the first pass at cleanup, I'm retaking the cleanup. Atomiki did this Jenny animation. And I'm just gonna be, like I said, redoing the cleanup a little bit. But should I show them the work in progress for the
Yeah,
thing?
man.
Okay.
Oh,
If you're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
I'm turning on all the layers currently.
All right.
Is this what is this? Just turn it on, I guess, just in case. Okay.
I'm excited to see this because this is also the first time I'm seeing it in the
I
state.
know, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm still trying to figure out the texture. Okay, this is why it's still all black lines, but like. I don't know how to. I'm still figuring out the color and how to get this because you've seen the logo, you know it's not.
Oh yeah.
Like just 2D. There's like metal gradients going on, so I don't know how to animate that yet, but I'll figure it out. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Oh, awesome. Oh, it winks. It
Yeah.
winks.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, that's awesome.
So pretty.
Neat.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I just want to say real quick to the people watching this as well, like me coming into this community and having the opportunity to work with people like Nathan, like people who are able to do things like this. Obviously, the J Animations Atomiki, who's oh my god, so talented too.
Oh yes, very talented.
Yeah, like I'm a very, very lucky, untalented person to have so many talented people.
I have talent. I just don't have as much talent.
Oh come on!
I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling it how it is.
Whatever, Chaz. Whatever.
You guys don't believe me, don't you?
I don't know, man. Like, I still have art on my desktop that you did. The art of Jenny and Vega that you did a while ago. I still have that on my desktop.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best pieces of art that the fandom's after putting out. So I'd hush some of that.
All right. I'll shut the fuck up for now.
That's right. I don't believe in the ship though. So yeah, don't thank me yet.
Oh, just you wait, Jack. Just you wait. I'm still working on that essay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still working on that essay.
Has been working on an essay about why Jenga should be canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the best ship. It is the best ship. So.
Yeah.
Brad and Sheldon don't even have cute names for their ship names with Jenny. Doesn't even like it can't even.
Yeah.
How can you beat something like Jenga?
Jen Brad.
That sounds like a disease.
Kinda, yeah.
Sounds like a skin.
It actually does.
Sounds like a skin condition.
The cosplay artist asks, "What kind of animation software do you use?" They're using Toon Boom Harmony 21.
That'd be the one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I use Sony Vegas 14 for my animation. A combination of that with MS Paint. And that's how I made my masterpieces that will be in Teenage Robot Reanimated when that releases in 2075. Oh man.
I think the only way to rescue a ship or the names, because obviously the name of the ship goes a long way, right?
Yeah.
You gotta do what Ruby did when they were shipping everybody, when they like Bumblebee. That's not combining anybody's names. It's just going off the colors. I guess that's I think that's the only way you can figure that out with
I think Starverse has made some of the ship names canon, and that really pissed me off when that happened. It was like, oh yeah, Starco, and Tom Star. It's like,
I think
get out of here!
I think it's cute. I think it's cute when I don't know. I've seen some TV series do it right. Okay, when they make ship names canon,
I think that happened in the Owl House.
It did, and I don't want to spoil it because it's a great show, and everybody who hasn't seen it needs to go check it out. But they did.
Oh right.
When they revealed the relationship to a parent, and I'm trying to be as vague as hell right now.
Yeah.
It was a compilation of scrapbook photographs in like a slideshow presentation on a computer, and it was Ship Name Studios presents, and I'm like, that's cute, that's funny. Nobody said it aloud, but that was funny. And I think another
I think I actually did by mistake, but you guys were talking, so I don't know if anyone else caught that.
I didn't even hear it, so
All right.
another series
rewind the tapes.
another series that did it. This is not a spoiler at all because it was in the first movie. Hickstrid, Hiccup and Astrid from the How to Train Your Dragon series. They made that ship name canon in the Netflix series, and like characters would say the name, but they did it in a way that they were teasing them about it. Like they were like whenever they said Hickstrid, they weren't saying it serious or like saying the name seriously. It was like, this is a serious ship. They were doing it like teasing, like to the relationship, which like, all right, that's cute. I like that.
Really quick here. Speaking of How to Train Your Dragon, do any of you guys have intention to see Blackberry?
No.
You got to watch that movie. It's a Canadian movie about the BlackBerry phone. It's kind of like it's almost a satirical social network kind of movie. And I watched that with my sister in the theater not too long ago, and it was awesome. And the reason why I say that, the person who voices Hiccup is the main character in the movie. Yeah, I like that movie. People in the chat watch that movie. Anyways, oh my God! Nicole Animation says Sexus as the ship between Vexus and the Smitus.
Oh no! I feel like that'd be one-sided. If that was a real relationship, I feel like that'd be one-sided. Smitus would be like,
Ray Smexus.
Smitus would be all lovey-dovey, and Vexus would be like, get the fuck away from me.
I mean, it works out. I mean, Vexus is the one who's intended to be the sexy queen. Smitus is the real sexy king.
Yeah, Vaughn just said they saw Blackberry, I loved it, so there you go. That's somebody else.
That's there'd be a relationship, right? What Vexus would be the authority, and Smitus would be the one who slays all the time, because that's what he does.
There we go. Yeah. I'll tell you something right now. I think that I'm somebody who works on pressure better than I do like over long periods of time. I think that's why it took me so long to do the Alex Kerwin interview, and it's also probably it's why I don't have anything concrete for the 20th anniversary yet.
An upcoming certain interview.
Yeah, like I really want to do Rob, but I feel like I should really focus on some other people who are working on it. The next interview that I'm planning on doing is with Heather Martinez. She just posted this awesome post. Like, she was digging through her attic looking for teenage robot art, and she stumbled onto artwork from the original SpongeBob movie, like the gas station scene and King Neptune, and oh my God, it's incredible. Yeah, like imagine just having that in your attic, like actual iconic pieces of art in their rawest form that people can like close their eyes and visualize. I think that's incredible, and I wish that they were able to think about it the same way, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to talk to some of the other people in like other roles on the show before I go to Rob, because so many people have talked to Rob. Yeah, I really need to build up a good basic questions for Mr. Renzetti.
And the greatest moment in Fanbase history.
The greatest moment in Fanbase history. Well, the Legend of Roblox, Jenny, the day that aired. Oh my God.
I keep forgetting about that. Oh my God, I'm so fucking crazy.
Vexus only flirts to get what she wants, so there's that. Yeah, I can see that too. Like, Vexus is just like, he's just an asshole. He'd be the worst person you want to date. She's just an asshole.
Yeah, so you must have less than 7 minutes now to clue up.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, I gotta get going. I just realized the time. Because I got things happening tonight, so I gotta like I'm going to see Guardians, and like I gotta have dinner
Yeah,
before
that's
that,
right.
so I gotta like get things.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna wrap up here. Any last minute questions? Anything last minute? Anything at all?
Let me see.
Does Nathan really like Teenage Robot?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Minecraft Jenny, that is the last question from Vaughn, and the answer to that question is no. No, get out of here. Get out of here.
Damn.
Roblox Jenny's territory is concrete.
Yeah, Roblox Jenny supremacy.
It's been well established.
Yeah. Another thing I'm lucky for is I was able to make that PNG like this popular thing. In the
Did you notice the? Hold on. Did you notice the?
I didn't notice Roblox Jenny if she's in there.
No, she's in there in spirit. Hold on. Where's the?
Okay,
where's
let
the
me see.
head? That's the logo. That's the head. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's iconic. It's universal. Yes. Oh, it's wonderful.
I
Yeah,
made sure to
Roblox Jenny is
fashion.
the
I made sure
mascot.
to fashion the wink after Roblox Jenny's face.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Based as fuck.
I'm really looking forward to putting this in videos. Oh man, and I will use it for a full year. I don't care. People are gonna be like, "Oh, but that was last year, Jack." I'm gonna be like,
that's just.
whatever."
I mean, that's just how companies work.
Yeah.
Not well, because you remember when Universal was celebrating their 100-year anniversary, they had that logo on there for like a year and a half. Disney is celebrating their 100 this year too.
The
They
year of
also just,
Luigi went into 2014.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I guess an important question for me to ask, because we do have a track for the intro now. Is the timing still the same?
I mean, obviously, there's a little bit of it, like extra at the beginning, like with Jenny going. 'cause,
Okay.
Like, I think originally it was originally just the, bing, and then.
We could probably just do like a swoop sound effect for that, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, and then I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be neat. I still don't know. You know what my problem is right now? I don't know what to put in the background.
Oh shit.
I don't know,
Gears. Easy.
Let's just do that one, like that fucking space planet scenery from the rebooted website.
Yeah.
Nah, that's old.
That's old, but it's barely aged a bit.
It's true. It still looks really good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe I'll just do like a gradient, like a spotlight sort of thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll probably figure something out, but because
Yeah,
the main thing is gonna be the logo itself, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the way that the wink turns into I love it so much. Oh man. Very lucky person I am. Very lucky. Yeah, and to the people in the chat, be sure to keep your eyes on YouTube's. I think they're going to be announcing more Teenage Robot stuff. I can't say that for sure, but they are interested. They said that if they can get the license, which I know for a fact they can, because they already have the license.
They
Yeah.
you have to get the license to, like, every time you make a product for somebody, like, you have to get like licensing for that. You have to go through licensor approval and everything like that. You got to send.
It's not going to be a problem though. I don't think that will be. We'll see. We'll see though, and keep your eyes on the animation conversation in John Fountain's podcast, because he intends to announce something with Teenage Robot, or Rob intends to announce something.
I'm betting, like, I wonder if it's gonna be like what John did. He's gonna start selling off some of the stuff that he has, like.
Oh my god, more eBay auctions that I can't afford.
Because like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm gonna be real. As much as like the grandiose like ultimate announcement would be, it's getting a continuation. It's probably
why would it be on that podcast?
Why would it be on? As much as John Fountain is an awesome dude and he's amazing, you should all check him out. Why would Nickelodeon announce it on this podcast? They're not like.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
That's why.
They don't love the creators that much.
Yeah.
That implies that they care for them even a little bit.
Yeah, like, Rob, you don't need to sign this NDA. It's cool, man.
This week on the podcast, Robin said he breaks NDA.
You're gonna want to be
I'm
here
excited,
when
I'm
Nickelodeon
excited,
bursts down his door.
I'm excited to hear what the announcement is going to be about Teenage Robot.
Yeah, no, so am I.
Yeah,
and Rob, if you have one of those Mad Cats, send it to me in case you're
it's
watching.
gonna be new storyboards that go for 20 grand on eBay.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
No,
and
there's no way that's what they sell for. No way, right?
nah, it wouldn't sell for 20 grand, but it could hit 1,000. Like for some reason, those fountain storyboards have been going for like up to like close to $1,000 if they have Jenny on them.
That's awesome. Good.
Seriously,
good for Fountain. He should use that money.
It is good for him.
He should use that money for that that summer internship thing.
Yeah,
he was doing.
yeah.
I was so tempted to sign up for that. I was so tempted, but like, I gotta focus.
Where's the time?
I gotta focus on like getting an actual job.
I know. Oh shit, man! That like you work with or you intend to work like in the industry too.
Right?
At
some point, I want to direct. You know, I don't care what I direct. I don't care as long as I'm directing at some point in my life.
It's cutthroat right now, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Right now, the industry is currently on fire. Like just everything. Animation is like
the writer's strike is really nice.
Every couple of months we get thousands of people laid off in the animation industry. The writer's strike going on right now. Yeah, nothing is being made because the writers just aren't there. So like, it's just there's nothing happening. Directors are this close. The Directors Guild are this close to also going on a strike. So not only would there be no writers, but there'd be no directors on top of that. SAG-AFTRA, the freaking the actors union, SAG-AFTRA, also were starting to be like starting to show anger and like threatening a strike. Oh my god.
Something needs to give.
Everything is on fire right now. So
I know.
A great opportunity to go back and watch old movies. That's what I say.
Where's that SpongeBob meme when you need it?
Mr. Krabs is in there.
Oh man. Yeah, I really don't want. I don't want there to be a fire, but there has to be a fire. There has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like how it's bad if the housing market explodes, but
it almost needs to at this point.
It does, yeah.
Because nobody can afford anything.
Yeah. Eddie 555. Wait, did it just start? No, it's about to end, unfortunately.
The fire rises, Batman.
I was born in the dark.
I'm gonna blow up Gotham Stadium.
I used to love that movie so much. It's probably the worst of the trilogy.
No, it is, but I love Bane from the Harley Quinn show. They just carried over that voice, and he's so freaking funny. He's so funny. Like the one season, he was all like, Harley Quinn, you haven't returned my pasta maker.
That's pretty good. Yeah, let's bring back Batman and Robin Bane next. Let's do that. Yeah, fuck.
Oh, this cough.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. I got sick when I was celebrating graduation with my sister graduated.
Oh, awesome.
I got sick, and this cough has been lingering ever since.
Yeah, that's no good. I'll do you one worse. I'm not gonna put on my camera, but I was building a shed a weekend or two ago. I got this horrible sunburn, and the skin on my arms are peeling off right now, and right on the tip of my nose. I got it bad there, and that's like actually like this horrible like red blister right now. That's no fun.
Better wrap it up before you go.
Abarella, whatever that's called.
I don't know. Shout out to Atomic Geek who is in the chat there once again.
Hi,
Atomic, it's at the end. You're incredible. I love you, Atomic. And yeah, I'm sorry that I boycotted your story based on Symmetry being in it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's just
How to
you know
spook-
us. We all just fucking hate symmetry.
How to spook?
Yeah, that's right.
How to spook Jack includes symmetry.
I don't actually care. I'll give it a read sometime. I
Quick,
just didn't
plants,
have the time last night.
draw a symmetry jump scare. Just like,
Yeah,
just like.
Symmetry in Five Nights at Freddy's.
yeah, that's what we need. Somebody was asking about the FNAF movie earlier too. Does anybody have any interest in that movie at all?
No.
I hope they remove the red eyes, but I'm gonna see it probably. I'm like, the red eyes.
I never got
the
into
red eyes
FNAF.
look a little silly.
Yeah. That was a huge point of conversation with that movie
It
randomly.
doesn't ruin
The red
it.
eyes
It
thing.
doesn't, like, I think people were being a little over dramatic about, like, oh, it's the worst thing ever. No, it's just a little silly, and it like makes
It's not the
less
it's-
scary.
It's not the fucking first Sonic movie design.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think that people are a little bit too passionate about things like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
get it.
watch. I'm not gonna watch the movie because I don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm sure that it's gonna have a lot that fans love. It's got Matthew Lillard in it, which
Yeah.
brings us back to Scooby-Doo, the
Yeah, and
masterpiece.
like I said, I like the guy. And
Yeah.
I very, like I said, I very much appreciate. I hated him in 2002 Scooby-Doo, but I very much appreciate that he stuck with the character. He trained and he learned and he like expanded upon it. He became a good Shaggy. I like him now as Shaggy. He's good.
Yeah, he became really great in 2004 Scooby-Doo.
Honestly, I don't think I haven't given the second one much of a chance because of my
really?
distaste.
I don't know. I haven't seen the second one in a very long time. Yeah, I probably love it though. I probably love it. Oh man, I'm really excited though. I am getting the Jenny Miku figure earlier.
I gotta order it.
Earlier than most people.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it, honestly.
That's fair, honestly. Like, if they weren't going to ship it to me, I'm not sure I would have either. I might have done it for a video.
No,
But,
come on. All right, come on, guys. Hold on. This is the first Jenny figure officially made ever.
I know.
So like, I have a feeling.
Here's the
I know
thing.
we're like, I probably would have let it slide. No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't.
Here's
Listen to me. We all were there buying the Hot Topic Jenny shirt when it was released. We made it sold out. Then freaking Zen Monkey Studios made pins of Jenny.
Here's the
we
thing.
made it sold out. We are all probably going to be buying that Hatsumiku Jenny.
Okay. My excuse is I already have both the pins, and I'm only 17, and that figure is like $40.
It's $30. It's $30.
$30. All right, well, whatever.
But
I'm not spending on something that I'm not going to spend that much on a figure.
Yeah, it's the Hatsune Miku crossover part that I'm not all that into.
I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic that I called this. I called this.
Oh, you called it?
I called this crossover before it was even a thing with that.
Oh yeah, well the crossover's obvious, but like as merch, I wasn't expecting.
Oh yeah, no, I just like. The 20 back in 20 that was meant to be just a joke about Steven Universe, and we just threw in Hatsune Miku and the sister, what's their baby whatever from Sister Location.
Oh yeah, your art is fantastic. Yeah, so you like
I-
retweeted the art back in the day.
Gift of prophecy.
Yeah, a long time ago, like maybe 2-3 years ago, I started writing a script about like the similarities between the characters. The problem that I ran into is I don't give a fuck about Hatsune Miku.
Well,
I
it's
didn't want to
like-
make the video, so I didn't.
It's just like what the similarities that keep showing up with all these characters is like, I mean, obviously
Design, pigtails.
the pigtails, but not only that, it's the outfit too, where it's big boots, short skirt, not necessarily a crop top, but like a section up here somewhere, something going on up there. And yeah, it's kind of weird how all of them have it. They have the pigtails, they have the short skirt, they have the something going on, like not crop top, but not a chest thing, whatever. Big boots, all of them got it. Like, it's weird.
There was definitely inspiration. I think that a lot of people getting into character design and animation have seen Teenage Robot because it's such a.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what. This head shape also predates Teenage Robot.
Oh yeah.
You've seen it before. You want to?
What?
Let me just start drawing it, and you what it was originally based, what Teenage Robot, the head shape was originally based on, and you will immediately.
Oh my God, it's Tails the Fox.
No, you'll immediately recognize what this is when I start drawing the ears.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's right. No, I remember
You know?
seeing Renzetti. Yeah, Renzetti mentioned that before too.
Yeah, it's the Mickey Mouse head shape. But the fact what makes me like maybe like look at, like I said, Hatsune Miku, sister location, and Spinel. They all have the outfit and the boots going on too. So it's like that's what like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, old Mickey. Miss Mickey Mouse. I hear those shorts from like 2014 are really great. I need to watch those.
Alex, an Alex worked on that. One of the Alexes.
Yeah, I think Kerwin worked on that. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because he was the more designer guy, and I think Alex Hirsch was more the writer.
When I interviewed Brian Arnett, I need to go through that one. That's one that I was really involved with, and there's a DreamWorks show called The Mighty Ones that apparently he was big on too. Yeah. So much shit to watch for all these things. And I probably don't need to do it, it's just something I feel like I should. Like, how often do replacement fans get a get a break? Like Heather Martinez, like randomly directed every episode of the first season of The Replacements. Like, I want to see what the deal is with that. Like, that's something I need to ask. Like, there should be an answer out there for that.
Nathan, didn't you say you needed to go like 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta wrap this
right.
up. I was waiting for if there gonna be any more last minute questions, but I gotta get going. So thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Next live
Bye.
stream. Next live stream should be, if nothing challenges it. Checking the calendar. June 25th should be the next live stream, on Rebooted side. So stay tuned for that.
Anybody who isn't attending that live stream, we're going to assume has died, and we will hold a funeral for them during that live stream.
But yeah, I guess let me see if I can Nope, what was I doing? That's not what I wanted.
Nathan, you need food.
Tuned.
Your brain is breaking.
Stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah, stay tuned. 20th anniversary Teenage Robot.
I modified the logo without telling anybody.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Awesome.
I didn't like. It was the gold was distracting me, so I changed it.
I understand.
Yeah. Anyway. All right.
Yeah. All right. Guys. Peace out, chat.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Yeah. See ya.
I don't know how to. There we go. See ya.